apparently Jake and David and their posse, like David's brother and stuff, they got into the club first.
They got there early. They got there at 10.
They got there early. Believe it or not, I know this is going to be a shocker to all of you, but Drew Ryan Scott was running a little late. Late. I was in the parking lot actually waiting for him. So he had Mangello, Sean, and Tyler. They all came. They came in two cars.
Wait, hold on. Wait, we got to backtrack for a second.
What are we backtracking?
Okay.
I'm totally giving them the details right now.
Okay, when we did our photo shoots, all of us, we did it with Jerry Garcia, okay, our friend. We knew all week that we were supposed to go see Jerry at this club, different club, for his birthday.
On the other side of town.
So we went there, and we didn't tell Jake we were going there because he wanted us there like at 11.
Should we really be disclosing this right now?
Yes, it's okay. Just don't tell Jake.
Yeah, don't tell Jake that we
that we went to another club to go hang out with Jerry first before we went to your party.
Jerry actually did my photos today for the photo shoot.
But with all due respect, I found out about Jake's party the day before from Drew. Drew texted me the night before when I was in the studio with Avenue 52. And so I knew about Jerry's first. So we had to go there first, and afterwards we're like, we'll go to Jake's. We show up at Jake's in two different cars. We're in Sean's car, and then I was with Drew in Drew's car.
I showed up by myself. I took the helicopter, Falcon 1, ACTV helicopter. I got dropped off.
So, yeah.
So, anyways, I was at the club waiting, and David said, you have to wait for Drew because this is how LA works, everybody. If you're a guy, you better have like 5 chicks with you. Otherwise, you're not getting in. Like a pack of guys, totally not happening. So I was waiting for Drew, and we were waiting. So I ended up meeting up with Drew at the other club where Mike, Sean, and Tyler were. With Jerry, the photographer. And let's see if we can get this center. So we did that, and then we left, and we rushed all the way over to the other club that Jake and David were at. So again, I took the helicopter. They took their cars because I didn't want to leave my helicopter there. People like to take pictures in front of it. It's like the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. So I can't do that. So we get to the club, and they say, well, there's about an hour left, and hence, woman wearing Prada, fake Prada. So all white. So anyways, we're just there, waiting, and she comes back and goes, well, we can let 2 of you guys in. So there's me, there's Drew, there's Mike, there's Sean, there's Tyler, and we're all looking at each other. Who's gonna go in first? Okay, so we're like, okay, sure. So me and Tyler apparently were the ones that got selected first. And then like a few minutes would go by, and then they let in some of the other guys. So the lady wearing Prada, white, totally said, you may enter. She didn't say it like that. She's like, okay, you guys can enter. So she moves. She moves out of the way. And, Tyler, because there's a rope in front of us, steps over the rope. The rope was like a foot off the ground. So Tyler steps over the rope because it's in the way. Okay, it's a velvet rope. And then what happens? What does she say to Tyler?
She went off on Tyler saying you can't cross over the rope.
Yeah, but you gotta emphasize, it's ACTV. She totally goes, whoa, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? You, by the way, in this scenario, Michelangelo's a complete, utter stranger. Nobody knows who he is. I'm the girl. Here we go. What do you think you're doing? What is this? What is, do you, excuse me, sir, do you just walk over a rope? Do you just walk over a rope?
No.
What is this? You don't do that. You just don't do that. So then Tyler was like, I'm so sorry. I totally did. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I totally didn't know. I didn't know. Now they're just not going to let you in. They are not going to let you in. That's not going to happen now. So I'm just chilling there with Tyler, like, did I do something wrong? I'm like, yo, dude, I've been to a few clubs in my time. This is new on me. Few minutes go by. Hey, we're back. Few minutes go by, and then they decide to let me and Tyler in. So they move the rope, the velvet rope.
The velvet rope.
The velvet rope, because God forbid it's not velvet. My God, if it was suede or like pleather or even leather, shame on you. It had to be velvet. So they let us in. let us in. We start walking.
Meanwhile, Drew, Sean, and I are still on the other side of the rope.
On the other side of the fence,
We're
rather.
waiting because we know the girl that's going to let us in. We know her. But since Tyler and Andrew didn't know her, we thought it would be easier for them to get in first. If they're going to let 2 at a time, then let them in, and then they can get the 3 of us in after like 10 minutes. So we let them go in first. So they're in.
Yeah, and you know, as soon as you enter that door, boosh, boosh, boosh. The music's like super loud, where no one can hear you. But guess what?
He's so animated.
Guess what? Guess what, Michelangelo?
What happened?
They did hear us. They heard me and Tyler. However, they actually heard Tyler, not me. Me and Tyler, because great minds do think alike, said something at the same time. Because we were so irritated.
They called her something.
It was like, she's a, you know, fill in the blank.
I have an itch on my arm.
Right, itch, blah, Anyways. The funny part was this, we said the same exact words simultaneously because we're like brothers. We're like this.
From another mother.
From another mother. Except I'm a little taller. So anyways, keep in mind music's blaring very loudly. We walk down the hallway and boosh! Everyone's like this next to each other, like 3,000 people. You can't move, you can't dance, you can't hit on chicks, you can't do anything in there except stand like this and smoke sugar. You know, and we're just like, this sucks. So,
whoa, we didn't say that.
Kate is horrible. Hi, Kate. Kate, you can't use the C word in the chat. It's a rule. I'm sorry. No, I'm really serious, Kate. You totally can't do that. So anyways, so yeah, we're in there, and we're looking around. Keep in mind, 10.8 seconds have gone by this point. All of a sudden, this dude and this girl come up with a clipboard and say, that's the one. That's the one that called her the B word. Take him out now. Just like that. I'm not even joking. So they take Tyler because Tyler's so small. It was like, come here now, you know, and they take him. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to go with you. So we walk, and they kick us out.
Yeah, meanwhile, Mr. Clean, we're going to call the bouncer Mr. Clean because he was bald and he was white and looked like Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean came up and he goes up to the girl and he says,
the girl that wearing fake Prada.
Now me, Drew, and Sean are standing outside watching the 2 of them after 10.8 seconds.
10.8 seconds.
Come back out. And we're looking at him like, what is going on here?
So then somebody says, yeah, they called her, you know, the B word and stuff, you know, they can't do that.
So they're definitely not getting in.
So we're definitely not getting in, and like, they actually were pointing more to Tyler. I could have totally walked back in, but I was with my bro, you know, in battle. We were in battle together, and we got kicked out of battle together. And like, so like, he goes, well, it's true. She is a blah, 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 you know, because by this point, it's totally all over. So we're sitting there, and we're just like, well, this sucks, blah, 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 blah. So you know what? You know what happened next?
What happened next?
Because you were there. We were seriously contemplating life for 15 minutes to decide what we wanted to do. So the girl, she didn't even know we called her anything. She says to Drew, yeah, you guys can still come in if you want. And then she totally was hitting on Michelangelo. Michelangelo didn't see it, but she totally was. I saw it with my own eyes. These ones right here. And she was like, so, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you know, and I'm like, dude, what is up with this chick? Like, seriously. So finally we decided we're just going to go to Mel's. We were just going to go to Mel's. Drew actually probably agreed with me and Tyler. I'm going to assume he did because Drew's a very nice guy. But I think he probably felt the same way about, you know, her that we did because we got kicked out. It was totally bullcrap. So anyways, so we walked down the street to Mel's, which took forever. I told Drew, let's just drive. Well, they drive, me fly because I have a helicopter. But we all just walked. We all just totally walked the whole way like this. And we went to Mel's. And we had fun. It was a great time. It really was. But you know what? Some other stuff went down when we got to Mel's. David from Varsity Fan Club apparently texted. Who did he text you?
Me.
Texted you. And what was his first words?
He wanted to know what
the problem was with your band member.
With Tyler. But David didn't know the situation.
So Tyler flipped. But then